Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Hublot Big Bang Unico King Gold Ceramic. They say that this one's 44 millimeters, and I believe them. All right, so we'll be doing an unboxing and review of this watch. I'll show you what it looks like on a 7-inch wrist, at least that's the size of mine. So on with it. Opening up the box here, I am zoomed out as far as I can, so there we go. Hublot has got big boxes, but something I like to point out with them in just a second though, because we do have the warranty card on the inside. Nothing too new there, so I won't show that. But something I do love to show off is the box itself. It's not just a box, but also a very good display case and quite indicative of the Hublot bezel here with the H-shaped screws, all 6 of them displayed on that case there. You can simply open it up. You have a little rubber thing there, little thing to protect the watch from collision with the plastic on the underneath for the display case there. Here's the watch itself, nicely wrapped up. You can actually see it. This is how it comes factory new. All right, and with the entire Hublot packaging here, I'll open it up in just a moment. So let me first clean up here so I actually have room to do this review. Okay. And now let's open this up, because there's no other way to open it. Okay. We've also got this hang tag. This one's actually quite new. I haven't seen this one. Different from the rounded ones. So you do have the full Hublot logo there with the sort of abstract letter form H logo there. Quite a good touch from them. And let me see if I can remove this nicely from this loop here. Give me 1 second here. Okay. All right. Also, there's a little plastic sleeve that goes over the titanium and the red gold, the king gold for the clasp here. I'll just keep it on just for sake of protection. All right, let's take a look at this watch here. And we just passed midnight, so let's go to 10 a.m. All right, so I'll be going over all the aspects of this watch, the case, bezel, dial, the crown functions, as well as the movement, and this nice rubber strap. And I'll be giving you my thoughts on this throughout the video. So also the reference number for this one, 421.OM.1180.RX, basically means that this is what it is, the Big Bang Unico King Gold Ceramic 44 millimeters. That's the case size from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or the 10 to 4 o'clock position. Let me zoom in here so you can see some of the details a little bit more. You have a full red gold, or what they call king gold. It's the reddest gold that you can ever find among luxury watches, at least I've seen personally. Extremely red, gives it the warmth of, you know, sort of that automotive feel. When it comes to the casing here, the outer casing, the inner casing is actually titanium. So the parts that you can't see beneath the ceramic portions here of the case sides and, you know, and such, even the portions of the movement here are all titanium. Even though it says so on the outside here of the red gold, it's actually titanium underneath to really give it that, you know, reduce the weight of the watch while also giving it the strength on the inside to really bolster this. Now, you have a nice satin brush finish on the entire rose gold portions of the case, going from 12 to 6 o'clock, with a nice polish along the sides there, giving it a very nice sheen and luster from any angle. Sort of piston style chronograph pushers, ceramic casing along the sides, sort of sandwiched between the rose gold portions here. And also you have on the very front a nice little strap removal button that you can just simply press down and open up, and there you go. You can dress it up with leather straps, or you can dress it down with the rubber as supplied here. And it also switches so easily that it's also like almost like a seat belt almost. All right, now sitting here on the front of the case, you have a ceramic bezel all blackened with a very nice, sort of like a satinated finish on the front here. Nice high polish going along the sides, giving it, again, that same lustrous look as with the case. On the inside here, you have the 0 to 60 minute or 0 to 60 second scale on the inner bezel, and the entire skeletonized dial here, very signature of Hublot, with the sapphire crystal on front with their logo actually printed on the underside for the maximum protection. Basically, the thickness of this watch, just a little bit over 14 millimeters I measured. So basically it will sit on the wrist quite large. It won't fit under the tightest fitting suit cuffs, but it will definitely fit under a jacket sleeve, most shirt sleeves as well. And the fact that the bezel is so large, it actually does help protect against potential blows and potential damage onto the rose gold here. So you do have that added protection there. The chronograph here, let me see, it's not even running yet, so I can demonstrate the winding proportion a little bit later in this video. But taking a look here, you do have the rose gold continuing onto these index hour marks with basically Arabic numerals for all the even numbers and index marks for all the odd numbers. Gives it a really nice open feel while still not, maintaining the legibility and not sacrificing the overall design, one way or the other. You also have a 60-minute chronograph timer at the 3 o'clock with the date aperture skeletonized on that dial. As you can see behind the numbers themselves for the hours, you have the date placed there very nicely with a black background placed there just so you can read it nice and easy, while it blends in quite nicely with the rest of the movement in the back. Now onto the crown functions here, so we can actually see it move. You can unwind the crown to the 3 o'clock position. Nice rubber outlay on there so you can actually grip it very nicely. The water resistance for this watch, 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level, so you can wear this to any sort of water event. You can take this surface swimmable even a little bit lower because the gaskets on here, quite nice. You have the H-shaped logo as the counterweight for that center mounted chronograph hand. It's not a seconds hand because you have these small seconds at the 9 o'clock position, sort of far back there in the visual hierarchy, but it's there when you need it. And thanks to the column wheel construction of the movement, you can actually keep the center mounted chronograph hand running as your large center seconds if you so desire, and actually ignore that small seconds at the 9 o'clock position. All right, now that we have the watch running, we can see how the chronograph works. Let me screw the case or the crown back in. Press the top button to get it started, press it again to stop it, and it's a very nice crispy feel, very light, but deliberate, definitely. And you also not only do you have that basic ability to simply start, stop, and reset while it's stopped, you can also keep it running, and pressing the bottom button allows you to have that flyback chronograph functionality, something that comes with the Unico movement. Very, very good from Hublot. Extra functionality, not sacrificing anything here. Slightly skeletonized hour and minute hands, giving it sort of like those sort of cathedral hands, I believe. I might be wrong on the naming for that, but basically quite basic, but no less. Turning out the lights here, you can see the luminescence for this watch. The chronograph hand is not lumed, but is skeletonized, so you can still see it quite easily when there's in low light situations. The index marks pairing very nicely with their Arabic numerals among them gives it a very good overall and clean feel, actually. So let's turn the lights back on to see more of the details here, especially with the functionality. Speaking of which, unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. Base position allows you to wind the watch, so about 20 to 30 full winds gets you to the full power reserve. Once you start feeling the damping and the resistance ramping up for the winding, you can just simply stop because you've reached the full power reserve. Pull the crown out to the next position, you can adjust the date, rotate the crown not clockwise but counterclockwise. That allows you to advance the date forward about a quarter turn, so quite easy. And with that rubber outer portion of that crown, makes it incredibly easy to adjust the date. And as you can see, the skeletonized date wheel on the inside cycling through. gives it a very interesting look and something that you can only get with skeletonized dials like this. Pull the crown out to the final position. The seconds hand does actually stop, giving you that hacking function. See, the chronograph doesn't even engage, so you do have that hacking function. While setting the time, you can do so quite intricately and precisely using the position of that small seconds hand, or you can just use the chronograph hand as your large center seconds. Let's do that. Press the crown back in to get started up once more, and just simply keep it running, and there you go. So what makes all of this work on the inside, again, is the Hublot HUB1280, the Hub 1280 Unico movement. Gives a very, sort of like an anthracite color presentation through the case back here. Sapphire crystal, again, to prevent damage to the back of the casing there. But you can see the entire assembly through here with that skeletonized rotor as well. Helps you wind the watch while simply wearing it on your wrist. This watch gives you 72 hours of power reserve, and with, I believe it is a silicone. If I'm wrong about that, correct me down in the comments. I believe it's a silicone escapement, so basically it reduces the service interval, so this will actually keep running for longer than 5 years at a time, which is basically the standard service interval for most luxury watches. But this one keeps running very reliably as well, so Hublot always coming up with extra ways to keep ahead. A very good overall movement there, and with 72 hours of power reserve, you can simply set it down on a Friday evening, pick it back up Monday morning the following week. No need to wind the watch, just wear it on your wrist. The natural movements of your wrist keep that bidirectional winding rotor winding that main string barrel, so you can just simply charge the power reserve that way. The strap here, what they call a black structured lined rubber strap, and that's basically what it is. You have these striations going down these nice channels, sort of evoking a sense of movement and dynamic speed, integrated into the lugs, not only matching the width but also the thickness, so it very much fits in, even though they are fully modular. Again, I showed you that you can just simply unfasten and fasten like a seatbelt very easily. You also have the sizing holes there, and with the clasp here, there's no minder loops, but you do have the titanium and red gold construction for this clasp, titanium for all the blackened portions here. Just simply feed the loop into the clasp here, size it nicely. Let's say, let's just place it to the outer holes here. You have two holes that you can actually punch through for extra security, and the bracelet or the strap actually goes underneath, so that there's simply no need for minder loops. Keeps it a very nice clean presentation overall, basically almost continuous. Now let me show you what it looks like on my wrist. 7 inches in circumference here. Now 44 millimeters, nice and big. So if your wrist is probably smaller than mine, you may want to consider a 42 millimeter version from Hublot. They do have those. We have them on our website as well. And the 44 millimeters, hard to recommend for anyone whose wrist is smaller than 7 inches, but the smaller your wrist, the bigger the overall size for the wrist presence when it comes to the sizing for a watch like this. Incredibly easy to read, even though the skeletonized features for the dial give it, a little bit of extra busyness to the overall look, but the fact that the skeletonized portions are all the same color, sort of like that anthracite gray rhodium look, with the rose gold and the red gold basically popping out, and with the luminescence sitting nicely on top of that, gives it a very clean look actually, despite the fact that when you look super close, it's very busy. Sitting on the wrist, it will fit a wrist that is round or even flat. Feels very good with the way that the straps just sort of flare outward. Again, if you have a smaller wrist, they will flare outward a little bit more, giving you more breathing, so you can actually wear this for even longer. For a larger wrist, it will grip on very nicely. It won't wiggle around too much, and the titanium portions of this watch do help keep the weight down, but you won't lose out on so much gold, because all the gold that you see here, solid rose gold. So you can definitely feel it on the wrist there. The overall feel incredibly nice and soft with this nice rubber. They don't skimp on any of that. Even though it's rubber and not a bracelet, feels very good on the wrist, and that's basically what the luxury is. It's the feel, not just the look. So, taking one final look at this watch, incredibly beautiful with that rose gold construction for the parts that basically matter, the hours, the seconds hands, and the subdials and the hands themselves. Prevents from tarnishing over time, basically stays this way for the entire lifetime of the watch. But that's all I have to say about this watch. What do you guys think about it? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Hublot, the Big Bang Unico King Gold with the ceramic and titanium. Let's not ignore that. The reference number 421.OM.1180.RX. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. As always, if you'd like to purchase this watch, new, used, discontinued, whatever, or any other watch, visit our store at jazztime.com. Links in the description below where you can get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online, including this one. Thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you in the next video.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.